know what's going to happen once the fruit is over.
OK, well, best of luck to your family. Fernanda, thanks very much for joining us. Thank you.
A reform of child maintenance, which could see divorcing couples paying the government if they get state help to come to a financial agreement, has been proposed today. Under the plan, parents in England, Wales and Scotland could face fees of up to £100. Well, Ayesha Vardag is a divorce lawyer. Please explain to us what is proposed here.
The idea is that rather than divorcing couples, or indeed couples with children who are parting, having to go straight to the child support agency, they will be given advice on the range of options and the levels of maintenance available to them, the sorts of packages there are. Then they can decide whether to make their own decisions and agree between them, which is seen as desirable by everyone and seen as more likely to be enforced and stuck to and less acrimonious, or they can use the state system, and if they're going to do that, they're going to have to pay £100.
And up to now, they haven't had to do that?
No, up to now they've gone through the child support agency, or they've gone through the courts, and bigger cases or more complicated cases, or cases that don't fit the box, go through the courts.
What do you think of this?
I think it's come in with a huge fanfare of the idea this is going to strengthen families, and I think
what is the argument for strengthening families?
It's a little bit sort of tenuous, one might say. The idea is that through couples agreeing things between themselves, it will improve parental responsibility and reduce disagreement between people. The fact is, couples are already in a position to do this, obviously. They're also in a position to look on the Child Support Agency website and calculate for themselves, if they want to, how much maintenance they'd be likely to be on the hook for. So the idea that this is some radical transformation about to take place is, I think it's quite a lot of spin involved, possibly.
And an awful lot of cases, let's be honest, people don't want to agree. No. People don't want to pay up.
That's
so
right.
Do you think this is going to put a lot of people in difficulty?
I think that it's more likely that it's not going to make any huge difference to anything. I think there will still be difficulty and disagreement, and government agencies and courts will still be involved, and to the extent that people can agree things for themselves, they'll carry on doing that.
Well, are we talking about an attempt at a cost saving, or rather a money raising measure here, something that was free now to be paid for? Is it as simple as that, do you think, or is there something else behind it?
I think there's an element of that. I think it's good that there's a focus on trying to push to get maintenance agreed. Obviously, there's a lot of maintenance that's not getting paid, and that puts a burden on the state for, those parents who are not receiving the maintenance that they should, or they're on state benefits. That's very expensive, and that counts for a lot more than the £100 they might get from somebody who's going to go through a state agency. But so there's a push on taking the burden off the state in that way, and it's being beautifully dressed as as a way of strengthening families and increasing responsibility. It's nice that there's a focus on trying to reduce acrimony between couples, but the idea that this is some radical change, I think, is somewhat cosmetic.
Ayesha Vardag, thank you very much indeed.
We're going to have the sport in a few minutes' time after the business.